I hope you guys are ready for another very, very exciting day in the market. I literally don't know how else to get this across to you, but I feel like at this point, it's like every day over here that I just come out and go, hey guys, look, LTMP slaughtered it again with everybody. I mean, like, we have two absolutely ridiculous moves to talk about today. If you guys are cool with that, I'm gonna victory lap again. So here's the first one. The first one is Lockheed Martin, and I want to give a massive, massive, massive shout out over here to Catch Me If You Can in the Discord, making $15,250 on the Lockheed Martin trade idea. There you go, 435%. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Absolutely epic move there on LMT, running through pretty much all the great targets that we had outlined. For this one, great work. Now, the second one. I told you guys, we're like Eagle Eye. We see everything. We don't miss anything. The real question is like, it's not which moves have we caught really in the last few months here in the market, because we've hit all of them. The real question is, which ones have we missed? Because I don't really think there's any. Riot over here, hitting highs, I believe, today of about, what, 18, 20%. All of you guys are risk-free on this one now. Another big winner for LTMP, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I don't know what you're waiting for. I am just going to keep handing out the most disgusting trades in the market to everybody. It is not going to stop. This is the easiest way to make money in the market. It's the easiest. There's nothing else like it. There's a reason why I have the best results showcased to you guys every single week, every single month from everybody in LTMP. And there are very, very simple reasons as to why everybody who joins, again, has more success than everybody else. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. As always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you absolutely nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. Remember, I don't make any money from these YouTube streams because YouTube demonetized me for talking about and calling out too many 10x trades to the LTMP group. I'm the only person in the history of the trading space that you guys have ever heard that happen to. I'm proud to wear that badge. Very proud to wear that badge. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're happy with 1100 on LMT? That's still very, very, very good. Very good. Let's see. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we get here. So, yeah, a couple other interesting setups that we're looking at here. I mean, let's take a look through some of the big names here. Let's take a look at Palantir. How's this thing doing today? Well, I didn't see this, ladies and gentlemen, but we do have a potential Palantir setup forming in the very, very near future, so keep an eye out for that one. Let's see what happens to SoFi over here. That's actually starting to look interesting here, too. SoFi looking pretty interesting. So Nio, I think, was up a decent amount at one point. Oh, Nio's starting to rip back up. Remember, I own about 4,000 shares of this one at $4.55. It's not a big position for me. I'm treating it like an option. You guys have heard the Nio thesis time and time again. This was also one of I think it's 21 now, 10x plus trades that I've handed out to LTMP in the last 2.5 months here. That breakout at $5 was absolutely insane. I know some of you guys caught this one up in here too. Really, really solid chart here. Still holding the 10 EMA. Looking very solid. Tor, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Let's take a look at some of the other ones here too. Tesla, I don't like as a setup. We've talked about that one a lot. MOAS. We're going to talk about those two in a minute here. What is it? Neo Hims. Let's take a look at Hims. How's this looking? Not great over here. But let's take a look at some of the other ones. GME. Uh-oh. So you got a nice little breakout here on that on Monday here. Now you're just setting up another setup here. Another bullish setup on the daily forming here for GME. Let's see if it wants to fire. If it does, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If you're going to come in here and talk about MOAS and squeeze and FTDs and all that stuff, you're an idiot. But this is a really solid trade setup, so we'll see what happens with this if they want to send this higher. So the other one too is I don't know how this is looking now. AMC is actually looking pretty good as well. So I'm not going to trade this one at all, but this does look pretty interesting. So let's see what we get today, folks. Market's kind of chopping around here. It's not looking too great on the 15-minute here. They're just kind of selling it off, being a little bit worried about what Powell said yesterday in relation to asset prices being elevated. But the funniest thing about the market in a lot of cases is that he's just saying things we already know. We know asset prices are elevated. We know that's gonna. We know asset prices are elevated. So, guys, we are already 9 likes away from 50. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. We're gonna talk a little bit more too about LTMP at some point. Again, you guys all know prices are going up next week. Make sure you guys lock in the lower rate before then. Use code September to get 50% off your first month. Again, massive congratulations to everybody in there. Especially catch me if you can today. Making $15,250 on the Lockheed Martin trade idea. At this point, guys, there really is no excuse for you guys to not be making money in this market, especially if you're paying attention to these streams here and my Twitter account. If you guys go look on my Twitter account right now, I gave you guys for free the Lockheed trade. So again, you gotta go through the course curriculum videos to understand how to execute them, but that was right in front of you the entire time. And that's kind of the thing, it kind of goes with everything. Like everything you guys have ever wanted out of the market have been right in front of you the entire time. You think I'm gonna stop calling out 10x trades in the market? No, it's just gonna keep happening. It is just gonna keep happening. So I don't really think I'm gonna be too active today. I don't really think there's gonna be anything that fires off unless, where's TJX? No, I don't think that one's going to hit either there. So we'll see. Congrats. Oh, also, we kind of talked about Riot a little bit, but this one was another epic one, guys. When this hit on the private stream this morning, this was ridiculous. Look at this. Boom. Right at 1827, the thing ran all the way up 20. In what? It hasn't even been, it's barely over an hour into the market today. And you guys already have free Riot contracts. Next target is what? On the freebies? This high, whatever this is. It's like 2065. There you go. What's my Twitter account? Short the VIX 2. I don't like UNH. But again, guys, like LTMP is like, there's a reason why everybody has so much more success in LTMP than they do in other groups. And I don't say that lightly. Like, find anybody else that's called 20 plus 10x trades in the last 2 months. You're not going to. You're not going to. Let's see. Yeah, any other tickers you guys want me to take a look at, let me know. I'll definitely go through them with you guys. I mean, just kind of give you my thoughts. Just kind of how everything's looking over here. The market's looking a little... we might go into a little pullback. I mean, it looks interesting on the daily here. We might sell off a little bit going to the end of the week. We do have PCE coming up too, so the market might get a little skittish going through there. Stop loss to break even after TP1. No, my Twitter is not short the VIX 1, it's short the VIX 2. My Instagram and TikTok are short the VIX 1. Well, Patrick, on shares, yeah. On shares, yeah. On options, it's really, you can just let them go. I mean, you got to manage them a little bit, but you can put a stop at break even on the options too. BBAI, we can talk about BBAI. So this is a chart right here, guys, and this is something that I talk about every single day, and I want you guys to pay attention because this is the difference between you making any money in the market and between you losing all of your money in the market. All right? My gift, we'll talk about AMD too. My gift is finding stocks that are about to explode before they do and telling you guys about them and showing you how to execute those setups. That is how everybody's able to go in there and nail all of these big 10x plus trades that I've shown you guys. The Intel 3,500%, the Baidu 2,000%. This is all in like the last 2 weeks, guys. WBD 1,600%. Apple coming into this week 1,300%. What even just that LMT trade from that Catch Me If You Can was able to nail today, making $15,250 on the trade, about 500% gains. This stock that you see right now that has gone from, let's say, all right, so there's 2 instances. So I actually don't really like, these are weird to trade, but I gave you guys this entry down in here at 438. In June, you had a really, really nice move on this one. Now, recently, over the last 2 weeks, I actually was talking about this name with you guys right here. As it started to flip to 10, consolidate a little bit, that this level would actually be an interesting area to break, to take a short-term trade on to the upside at around 538. The stock is now trading at 770, and it's up about 50% in a very short period of time. If you were to think about, again, like this is how you have to think about the market. What is going to happen over a period of 100 instances where you see things like this happen, like Open, like all of these other ones where stocks make massive moves in short periods of time? Well, the expected value of buying them, let's say your returns after buying those stocks after they've made significant moves to the upside, is guaranteed to be negative. The moves, like let's say you buy it and it keeps going up. One, you're probably not going to sell at the right time, and most likely you're going to end up at a significant loss. So if the expected value of a set of actions is going to be negative, that's an action that we never want to be taking in the market. You're a good trader, bro. I'm one of, I hate to say it this way, but I'm probably one of the best in the world at what I do over here for everybody. Does anybody want to refute that? Name anybody else that's called out this many and just the best trades in the market after over the last couple of months here. Name anybody. Think about all of the results that I've shown you guys for everybody. There's nobody else doing anything remotely close to what we're doing in LTMP. That's why the results are the way that they are. But back to BBAI here. It's like if the expected value of a certain set of actions in the market is negative, we never want to be doing that. Here was the entry that I gave you guys. You would never buy this thing up here, ever. There's a time and a place to be taking action in the market, guys. DGBI. I don't even know what this is. DBG, I'm sorry. No, that's garbage. This is garbage right here. Absolute garbage. HOND. Same thing. Same thing, guys. What are we doing? You want to know where the setup, the breakout was? This is, once you guys see how easy this is to identify these setups, like stocks that are about to explode before they do, you're literally going to wonder why you ever tried to operate in the market any other way. I mean, I can throw this on the weekly time frame here for you guys. You're going to be like, oh, I get it. Everybody in LTMP, look at how nasty this setup is. Pelosi hasn't even done it. Look. Here's the breakout right there, 12 bucks. Everybody that's in LTMP can look at this chart and be like, I know exactly where the entry is. This is not a stock you buy up here at all. And the funny thing is I want you guys to think about it like this too. Like, I outline these for you guys all the time on Twitter. The funny thing is that nobody cares about when I outline a stock that's about to explode before it does. They only care after. It's the same thing with everybody. It's why I say pay attention or pay a premium so much, because you're either going to pay attention to the things that let's see. Yeah, I had to cancel some other Discord memberships to make room for LTMP. This is my home now. Infinite cash money. Love you, buddy. But like, that's the thing. Like, nobody cares until after, which again, I think I've proven to you guys time and time again that it's like, just look. Every single setup that I outline for everybody has the potential to run multi-thousands of %. That's why we trade the way that we do. Docu. Let's see. Docu looks interesting over here, but Docu's a tough one to get right and to have that sustained move. WFC banks, I think, look good. I don't like this candle. The yesterday candle on WFC, I don't like. That's going to cause a lot of drama. Oh my God, they're doing it again on the GME troll tweet. Tilray has earnings too close. That is not a setup for us. But the sooner you adopt that less trades, more profits methodology, guys, the sooner you're going to be able to start having success in the market. It's just as simple as that. So I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys, for those of you guys that are still missing it, sitting on the sidelines. Use code September, get 50% off your first month. Remember, prices go up next week, so end of the month. But if you join now, you get to lock in the lower rate. The price will never go up on you. W? No, I don't like this. That's losing everything here. That's invalidating a potential bullish setup. That's what that's doing. Didn't see the earnings button. I know, it happens. What? We're hunting that next big one, and it's gonna come. I'm gonna keep sitting here every single day and showing you guys the crazies. I mean, what today was just LMT and Riot. Oh, AMD. That was another one that I want to talk about. So, guys, one of the things that I say all the time, I say this constantly, is that when I outline levels for you guys, I probably said this 100+ times in like the last month. When I outline levels for you guys that we're interested in, Yeah, the very basic thing is once it hits the level, we're getting into it. But the one thing that I talk about all the time is that if it happens in like the first 5 minutes of market open, you wait. You wait because there's so much volatility in the first 5 minutes that you don't really have a good area to put your stop, no matter what you're seeing. So that was something that I've talked about a lot in the past, and something that I was harping on a lot this morning in LTMP. Now, AMD was one that I was interested in if it could break like 163.35 here, or maybe even this 164.50 area. But what did we see in like the first minute or two of market open? Well, AMD just goes on an absolute moon mission. So then, obviously, what we're going to be waiting for is the break to the upside of the 5-minute opening range. Well, that never happens, so you don't take the trade. That's it. That's like that's as complicated as it gets. Fig looks gross. Let's see. Yeah. Well, see, the thing with Fig is that, again, I'm still interested in this. Like, it hasn't triggered an entry yet. Fig is what I was talking about with LTMP2 this morning is like, you do have a base, and you also kind of have that setup within the setup that we talk about here, but now you're just kind of forming an even better base. Like, Fig could chop around for like the next month like this and just stay in this range here, but I'd still be interested if it breaks to the top side of the level. Now, LTMP is going to hear my thoughts on that just like as it continues, but there's nothing to do on Fig today. It's down 5%. There's nothing to do. Again, this is why going through those learning curriculum videos in LTMP is so critical to you guys having success. Once you go through them, the whole world opens up to you. You're going to be like, oh, why wasn't I doing it? It's really that simple? Yes. Yes, it's mind-boggling to me that more people don't operate in the market the way we do and just instead try to do stuff like this. They're like, ooh, stock is up. Let's buy it after it's up what? From the breakout that I would have given you guys 40%? I don't know. There's a reason why the results are the way that they are, guys. You know? Why Catch Me If You Can is able to make 15 grand in a trade off of LMT. Yeah, Lulu, I don't really like it. Like, I kind of do, but not really, you know? Like, it's just I kind of like it. You know, I'll throw a placeholder alert on it. I could be maybe interested, but this is one that I would really size small if I did anything on this on. And the one thing too is remember when we were talking with Christopher this morning about like overcomplicating things in the market? So many of you guys are just damaged by all of the other nonsense that people have tried to shove at you over the years on the internet as it relates to trading. Like, once you guys, seriously, like, the big piece of feedback that I get is like, I really didn't think that it could be this simple. And it's like, yep. The hard part, guys, is not nailing the 1,000% trades. That's not the hard part. That's the easy part. Because the setups are there. They're very easy to execute once you see it. The hard part is actually understanding and listening when I tell you guys, okay, this is probably not the time to be doing things like that. Preservation of capital is the skill that you need to learn. It'll take you maybe like an hour or two to learn how to find these setups. It's not hard. Don't let anybody tell you that this is hard. It's only hard because, one, they're not very good teachers, and two, they don't actually have a system that's statistically repeatable over time. They just don't. So, Lulu doesn't look bad. I'm interested in it, but a little funky. Netflix, it's still in the range. We'll see. Yeah, others want you to rely on them. Right. I teach you exactly how to see the market the way that it's not like, if I wanted to make more money with LTMP, it would be so easy to do it. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you guys the skills that you need to have long-term success. And I'm very good at it. AMD still could form a really, really, really interesting setup here on the daily. I'd still be interested in it over the next few weeks. Yeah, they're joking, Adrian. Yeah, they're joking. Where's gold today? Is gold back up? Man, I mean, this is still a really, really great entry at 317 on GLD. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Let's see here. Keep smacking that like button on the way in, team. Again, remember, I don't make money from these streams. I'm the only person that you guys know on the internet that's literally demonetized because YouTube was like, there's no way you're calling out this many 10x trades. And then I took it personally and handed out 20 plus of them. Here you go. How about now, YouTube? How about now? You still don't believe me? You want me to do 10 more? I'll do 10 more. I'll keep doing it. It's not that difficult. I do kind of like this. I kind of, yeah, you know, I just, you know, though, I'm not the biggest fan of like doing this off of gaps, you know? That's the only thing. Like, that's my only issue. Like, when you have an earnings gap down and then they base and set up, like, they're a little funky, you know? Repeat what? What would you like me to repeat? Iran would have been 1,000% if you held through the yesterday drama. Oh, boohoo, I'm Ryan. I've only hit like 10x trades in the last 2 weeks. Boohoo. Aw, poor Ryan. Oh, I'm Ryan. I wanted an 11th 10x trade instead of 10. I love it. I mean, I'll go look at community gains again and just see what things are happening over here. What do we got today? Well, yeah, we have the big one with Catch Me If You Can on LMT, $15,250. Great work. Iran 164%. You've got Riot 129%. You've got more good Riots. 184% Riot. Ooh, I didn't even see this one. 350% on LMT as well. Jim Trades. There you go. I mean, ASTS yesterday, guys. I mean, you guys saw it from this week, too. Like, there's already been, like, even coming into this week, we had, what, 1,200% Apple, and then ASTS over here ripping everybody's face off. Like, that was an insane move that I gave you guys, what, last Friday? How many more do you need to see? Where's your entry on AMD? You mean my shares? It's $11.39. There is no trade setup on AMD. Have you tried to talking to YouTube about being monetized again? No, because I really don't care. Guys, I don't care. Like, you think I care about a little YouTube revenue? No. It's more the principle of them being like, this isn't possible. And I go, I know it seems that way, but that's why I say all the time, guys, we're doing things with LTMP that the trading community has literally never seen before. Like, I get it. We're trailblazing over here, showing people what's actually possible in the market if they just focus on the right things. The roof leak was a failed attempt to ruin your computer equipment. Honestly, I would have been real pissed if that happened. Market's curling a little here. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we can get alert to fire off. That'd be fun. Ooh, where's TJX? Because that would be an interesting one. It's getting close. It's not quite there yet. But guys, the LTMP is never going to be as cheap as it is right now. You guys have had a year to hop in, lock in these lower rates, get all these discounts, learn these skills, and just these moves are just gonna keep happening. The only question you really need to ask yourself at this point is how many are you comfortable with missing? Because it's so overtly obvious that like what we're doing at this point is just the best way to operate in the market. It's just you got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, how many more are you gonna miss? You know, the next one? Is it only going to be the next one? Is it going to be 0? Are you going to start taking action? Is it going to be the next 5, the next 10, the next 15, the next 50? Yeah, market. Yeah, it's not a great look here on the 15-minute on ES. A lot of wicks. A lot of wicks. They're going crazy on the GME tweet again. These people are crazy. Yeah, probably not gonna be looking at Netflix anymore. I mean, that was kind of why I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in it, but it could if it breaks above a couple of these levels here. Never did, so we're not gonna be looking at that one anymore. Is the fee fixed for existing members? Yeah, the price. That's why I say lock in the lower rate. I'm speaking English, right? Like, the price never goes up on you. When you guys join at the lower rate, you lock it in. So when the prices go up next week, everybody that's already in does not witness a price increase. I would never do that. You guys know me. I always reward people for taking action, especially those of you guys that hopped in at the very beginning when we started doing this. MNDY, let's see. That I really like. Oh, Reaper with a epic freaking chart right here. Oh my god, I love that. Somebody tell Market Chat about that. That's a really good one. Yeah, first target would be the gap fill. What's Nio? How's Nio looking still? Is this thing still cruising? Yeah, Nio up 5. Nio back in the mid 7s. That's nice. And the best part is not only learning, but there's no ad on fees for super duper charts or crap like that. One price for everything. Yeah. There's no upsells. There's none of that nonsense, guys. Think about it. Like people ask me for like one-on-ones all the time and things like that. I'm like, no. You guys, I could make so much money if I just said yes, but I don't have to. You don't have to. Like, it's so mind-numbingly simple what we're doing in the market, but it is the most effective thing that you could possibly do. Just think about the simple math. There's been, let's say, 20 10x trades in the last 2 months. You hit 3 of them, like the math that I showed you guys in the video. Like, I'll just go through the video numbers. You would have been up 102 times your risk. That means you'd have to lose 102 trades in a row to go back to break even. You're not even red. And there's been 17 more of those. Like, guys, I try to help you guys in every single way that I can to get you away from all the other nonsense that's out there. But it's like, you really got to just, like, sit in the mirror and be like, okay, all these people are crushing it. Why can't you? Because you all can. If everyone watches the video several times in the streams, no need for a one-on-one? No. Shut up, Ryan. Yeah, I really like MNDY. Monday, I love that. All you gotta do is go through the videos and you're gonna be like, oh, I get it now. Be like, yeah, told you. Told you. You find one once in a while, Reaper. You find some good ones. Let's see. What's the level? It's today's high. Yeah, I like that a lot. I originally bought it just for the entertainment value. Thanks, Christopher. For your workday, but I'm actually learning and gonna make some trades. This group is the best on YouTube. Just do it. Thanks. I appreciate that, Christopher. Yeah. It's cold. Quiet. I'll throw the link in here again for you guys in the live chat. I mean, again, there's nobody doing anything even remotely close to what we're doing in LTMP. You're not going to see anything like it anywhere else on the internet. And when I stop doing this, you're never going to see anything like it ever again. It's one of one. Do I think Blink will keep going? I mean, it might, but like the thing is, you don't buy it here. Like there were so many other like setups in here. Like you could have bought. I mean, this was the nice breakout right here on it, 144. It could. I mean, the next target on this one, if you're already in this trade from these lower levels, is 182. Would I buy it here? Absolutely not. You know, IREN. Are we gonna? Yanni, so when I say I find stocks that are about to explode before they do, and you guys are, I know a lot of you guys were already in IREN. Does this look like a stock that's about to explode or that it already did? It already did, so we don't touch it. You know, it's just another one of those moves. Again, I would say, Yanni, anytime that you look at a chart that is moving really aggressively like this, honestly, don't even bring it up because I'm going to say the same thing every time. I'm going to be like, oh, cool, everybody in LTMP is already in this one. They already nailed it. Like, I could go in and look at the gains from IREN. I could just search IREN. Let me see. Ryan had it. Ryan made IREN free, but he sold it yesterday. I know I saw some community gains on it. Yeah, IREN, 164%. That's why I say, like, it's not a question, guys, of, like, which moves that we've hit. It's more a question of, like, which ones haven't we nailed? Or that I haven't outlined for you guys. We see everything. MSOS, where is that? Nah, I don't really like this. I mean, this was another one of our 10xers from 323, 324 all the way up to $6. That $6 target there was perfect. SoFi actually looks pretty interesting. I don't think I'll trade it, but again, I own me and LTMP own SoFi at 655. That was where I outlined it for you guys last July. I mean, MSOS doesn't look bad here, just still downtrending. So, this, like I said up here, like I gave this to everybody on like for free at 324, and then I also called the top at 6. So like at this point, what else do you want me to do with it? You know, it's like you bought SoFi at 24. Okay, so this is why I want you guys to just like pay attention to a lot of the things that I say on these streams here, like adopt this LTMP methodology. Okay, so there have been 2 times in the last year and a half that I've said that SoFi is a really, really strong buy opportunity. One was 655, and the other one was at 1360 on this weekly breakout right here. 1360, you're up more than double on your shares if you bought that weekly breakout. Now, 24, not the worst area here in the world on the weekly. I can see kind of what you're doing. For me, though, I'm not doing anything with my SoFi position right now, but that's also because we always nail these entries at like these really low levels. And that's why like even from like the mid to long-term investing front, guys, like I probably have between 5 and 10 really high quality ideas every single year, and then I hammer them. That's why my performance is the way that it is. Buying SoFi long hold? No, I bought SoFi for the long run at 655. I don't have any plans on selling this thing anytime soon. So like guys, there's hundreds of examples of me doing this for everybody. It's just like, and it's not going to stop. That's the best part. Like none of this is going to slow down anytime soon. So, but for those of you guys that missed the opportunity to hop into LTMP before prices go up next week, I mean, obviously I'm fine with you guys paying a higher rate, but I told you guys where prices are going for LTMP. With the results that we have, with everything that we do in the group. Oh, you're not asking me. Oh. Like, guys, LTMP prices are going to be $199 a month at some point next year, as every single month the prices go up now. So each month that you wait to hop in there with us, it's just going to be a higher price. Everybody the rate that you join at is the rate that you lock in. It never goes up on you. UEC. Oh, uranium. Yanni, again, think about it like this. What did I just tell you? If a stock is already looking like it's going, we don't want that. We find stocks that are about to explode before. Look at the Lockheed chart. Look at the Lockheed chart, guys. Like this was, like again, think about it. I give you guys Lockheed back down in here too at 4. Like if you guys had longer dateds on this thing, like this thing went from what 443 to 492. This breakout right here that I gave you guys, consolidating on top of the 200 EMA. For the 478.40 breakout, hitting 495 today here. That's what made Catch Me If You Can $15,000. You know, Let's see. All right, hold on. I am happy. I don't know if you're in the live chat right now, but what you are saying is in the chat about this Baba nonsense that you did is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that hitting these lucky trades is it gives you a false sense of your abilities to operate in the market. So I might put you on blast again in the group, but if not, seriously, moving forward, especially like you're gonna need to start adopt. Like, I've handed you guys everything that you could ever need to have success in the safest possible way. You're either gonna listen to it or you're not. Baidu's wild. Yeah, Baidu is wild. NNDM. I know that company. Not a setup. Not a setup there. Let's see what else we got. AMD movement. This could be a really fun one if it flatlines here over the next week. Nio still looks good. Let's see. Yeah, and keep smacking that like button on the way in, guys. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. Spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, I don't make money from these streams. I'm the only person that you guys know on the internet that is literally demonetized for talking about how many 10x trades that they've handed out to their group with proof. YouTube was like, no, that's not possible. And then I was like, okay. And then I handed out 20 of them. Let's see. William says, SVI, I'm learning so much from the community. That's awesome, man. Not only what you teach us, but the others in the community can't be more helpful. They just have to listen. Yeah, it's really a special group, honestly. Like, a lot of you guys are getting to a very, very high level now from the time that we've been doing this, and it's really good to see, like, I come back into the chat, and it's just like you guys answering the questions in the exact way that I would. It's awesome. It's really, really, really awesome. And it's like, I'll find like 85 to 90% of the setups in the market, but seeing you guys also in there, identifying some of the most epic ones, like Monday, that one, is just unbelievable to see. And that's what the group is about. It's giving you guys the skills to have long-term success. Not this like, again, guys, the reason why the results are so different in LTMP than everywhere else is because I run the group differently. It's not like this nonsense alert thing where people are just like, follow the trade. No. That's never going to help you. Ever. Google? Yeah, I think I've seen that. It's all right. A lot of things are a little extended here. I'd like to see some pullbacks on some of these. SCV is the golden goose. Yeah, market looks like it wants to bleed out a little. We'll see what happens with PCE. You saw Baba yesterday when it got today. You were like, oh, yeah, guys. Baba is like the same thing with AMD. It's like you don't go anywhere near that, you know? I just paid to be called special in for ankles. What a steal. Yeah. I'm probably going to come back out here tomorrow and be like, guys, look, here's one of the most epic trades again. And you missed it. Uh-oh, you missed it again. LMT was nasty. Apple going into this week was disgusting as well. This one. Oh, my Lord. Bing, Apple. That was disgusting. What else this week? ASTS. Bang. Boom. It's not hard. Stop doing all the other nonsense that people are trying to shove at you in the market. Just listen. It's not hard. LTMP. Less trades, more profits. The market looks like it needs ankles. CVNA. Yanni, I'm going to get, this is, okay, so this is not quite there, but I'm very, very happy with the shift in the tickers, this ticker that you've asked me to look at versus the other ones. So now, without this candle today, I would say that Carvana does look interesting. Now that it's kind of starting to lose it here, this probably needs another week or two if it's actually going to set up. But that's what you want to start looking for a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's starting to look good. Yanni, that's good. I like that you're starting to get that shift over here. And again, it doesn't take very long. You guys, a lot of you guys have really, really bad habits. And this is something like Christopher, we were talking about this morning, remember, where it was like, a lot of you guys are so used to like this convoluted, complicated nonsense, and it just like sounds difficult and complicated. There's so many things on the chart. No, guys. The way I explained it to you guys this morning, in the most simple way that I possibly can, it's like people look at that, and I explain this to my friends sometimes because they're like, "What do you actually do?" And I go, "I'll teach it to you in less than a minute." And I've done this for people before too, and they'll send me trades that they've taken, and I'll be like, "Yep, that's it." 30 seconds. I'm like, this is what you look for. Here's an example of it. Only look for stuff like this. And they're like, wait, it's that easy? I'm like, yeah. That's it. They're like, wait, you don't have to do all this other not? Nope. Reaper said, look at Benny. Oh, I'm not going to do that, actually. I know it sounds crazy. You guys see the results all the time. You're like, there's no way that this can keep happening. If the market conditions hold, it will. And if it shifts, we're just going to do the same thing to the downside. MCD. So that actually, Joshua, so that's interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's like, I would actually wait for this to actually form a setup off of this base. Because you guys have seen what we've done on McDonald's a couple of times in the past when we get those big moves. I think you could get one. The food, where's Chipotle right now? Nah, it's not looking too good. Jack in the Box, I think is starting to look all right off of this base. Yeah, there's a couple interesting ones in the fast food area that start to look good. But I'd wait for a cleaner setup on that. Where's General Mills? I'm starting to like this. Scared of giving you a trade? Well, yeah, Christopher, again, there's that's the whole point of like LTMP. Less trades, more profits. Like, you're not going to be trading every single day. Those of you guys that think, like, guys, you should, one of the things that people are like damaged by is like this like day trading like nonsense that they're like, I'm going to try and make 1% a day or something, which is the stupidest thing that you could try and do or think about. It's dumb. Your only goal in the market is to just be a steward of your system and just execute. That's it. Focus on perfect execution and consistent execution, and that's what leads to consistent results, not just focusing on an arbitrary percentage number. I could not trade for 6 months. I don't care. Literally, one of these trades that I give you guys can just like make your entire year. Think about the Intel trade, 3,500%. Think about the IONQ trade, 5,000%. Think about the Baidu trade, 2,000%. Think about the Apple trade, 1,000. What do you call it? 300%. And guess what? All of those were in the last 2 weeks that you missed. But the point is that I'm only looking for perfect setups, and that's why they're able to fire off like that. BMNR, again, I'm not really the biggest fan of those. You guys know the deal. They're tradable though. Like, where is it? Don't like it. You like to see making money with you. So I would actually say, Jimmy, I actually don't like this whole like group element in the market that you see pop up a lot of the time. I actually hate, and it does a lot of people a big disservice because you'll get into these like echo chambers and you'll see these big voices of people that literally don't know what they're talking about. Like, think about AMC and stuff. Think about that. Think about any of those people. Do they actually know what they're talking about? I mean, no. Like, the biggest voice, Matt's a smart guy. Wrench is a smart dude. Gabe knew what he was doing. Everybody else was just like acting like a complete idiot. Tyler knew what he was doing. You see these like echo chambers of people and they just like and it's just like Because here's the thing, like if I'm gonna sit here every single day and show you, because okay, so here's the thing, everybody wants a certain outcome out of the market, whether it be long-term investing or short-term trading. Now, if I'm gonna sit here and show you guys every single day a system and a strategy and the results of people actually making those gains with a very, very simple and repeatable strategy, so you know it's possible out there and it's very simple to do, why would I ever go look at some of these other names where the risk on them is astronomically higher than what we're doing? I wouldn't. Logically, it doesn't make sense to do that. You know? And it's just these little psychological shifts that you have to make in the market where it's just like, okay, well, if a stock is up 500% in a month, I probably don't want to touch it. And it's like, good, yeah, smart, don't do that. You want to be looking for those names that are about to explode before they do, which, I mean, this could be one of them right here. GIS, I really like. Above 51, I'm a fan of this one. This is a Dave ticker here. Dave tickers, you guys know what happens when the Dave tickers fire off. The other thing, too, guys, is like we have, in my opinion, one of the best market technicians ever in the group with us. The fact that Dave actually takes the time to share tickers with you guys is ridiculous. Like, I know a lot of you guys have AMPX, I think was one, right? AMPX was one that you guys drilled. Yeah, this breakout here. Dave tickers are awesome. They're epic. If you guys don't follow Dave on Twitter, you're missing the point here. I'll throw his Twitter account in the live chat for you guys. You guys should all be following Dave on Twitter. Here you go. See, that's market's not looking great. Like I was talking about in here, it's like it looks like they want to drill this. I mean, you do have these levels down in here which you could bounce off of, but yeah, nothing really new today. Well, unless you guys took the riot and made it free, which was disgusting. I don't know where it is now, though. Yeah, that's freebies. You guys can let that rip. 5? No, that's look good. That looks good. I don't think I trade this, but it's a good setup. Yeah, the Dave tickers are great, guys. It's just, I'm telling you guys, this group is just special. There's never been anything like it out there. It's just... DJ, welcome to LTMP. But yeah, so everybody that's hopping in, first things first, just make sure your Discord account is connected to your WAP account. Then once you hop in, I'll direct you to the start here area. It'll give you a little rundown of how the group works, where to find things. And then, what do you call it? Start with the learning curriculum videos. Ask me any questions that you have, and then you'll be good to go. Start by paper trading. You guys will catch on very quickly. Dave gave out Quad U a few days ago. Played out nicely. Yeah. Like some of them, yeah, this is another epic one. So a lot of the time, what we'll do is Dave will send in the tickers of stuff that he likes. Sometimes the best ones are the ones when Dave sends a ticker in and it lines up with exactly what we're doing. Because a lot of the time, they're going to have a macro thesis behind them or a fundamental thesis behind them that they're setting up really well. And sometimes they'll just be things that like I don't see. So like this was another Dave ticker right here, Quad U. This one broke at 1437. The thing's at 1842 right now, and it is up 10% on the day. Like we're literally a hive mind finding the best setups in the market all the time, executing them, and just like calling it a day. It's not like it's ridiculous, guys. Break. Ooh, yep. I see that. Well, I mean, I'd have to. Those are tough, the rollovers. So like this now, Dave's sending in tickers right now. He's like, oh, I'm watching this thing for a breakdown. And it's like, well, I probably wouldn't trade off of those sometimes. But like it's good to see because you can have a barometer of where things are moving in the market. Like we see everything. Marvel daily candle look like a sell. Well, you had a nice gap up on it. And remember, we sell gap ups. We don't buy them. Yeah, you don't have to be in that one anymore. I mean, you still probably have a nice little gain on it. You can take that and run Go Cash as we go into PCE this week and just kind of let it go, you know? I'm going to have some fun Instagram and TikTok videos out for you guys today, too. I think I'll do, what do you call it? I'll post one of them on YouTube Shorts as well. Just held on the one small gain. Yeah, that's fine. GME losing it here, but still looking like another setup. They either pump this or they don't. Like, that's why it's size for 0. We'll see. If they want to rip it, go for it. If not, whatever. You know? Oh, I like that. Dave, I think you just gave us a winner. Ah, it's funky. That's going to be a funky one. Looks good, though. I probably won't go near that. It just looks funky. Maybe a shares trade. Yeah, Dave's throwing tickers in there right now. Pay attention. He's got some good ones. That AMPX one was nasty. Like, Kimberly, what did you hit AMPX for? What was that? 1,000%er? 500? It was something crazy. Yeah, over 350%. Bing. There you go. I love victory lapping. It's so much fun. Especially when I know there's so many people out there that are just like, I wonder if it works. Amazon? I don't know. Layoff, something. They're just getting drilled. You're in Prime, which is a Dave ticker. Yeah, it was a good start yesterday. Not the biggest fan of this daily candle here. Did you... Yeah, that was a great start off the entry at 520. What did it hit? 563? I didn't even see that one fire off. I was sleeping. I wish Baba waited for us because, like, think about it. Last week I gave you guys the 2,000% gain trade on. I tweeted this out too. Like, I was like, guys, I literally, like, when China fires off, I'm probably the one you want to listen to. The amount of times that we have nailed these Chinese moves is just insane. Like, and I was looking at Baba here and I was like, this looks disgusting. Like, just last week there was the 2,000% trade on Baidu, the 250%er on PDD. Now we get another Baba setup here at the highs. This thing looks disgusting, but they gapped it with news and we can't really touch it. That happens too. But it's also just a testament to how nasty the way that we operate in the market actually is, because you can just see these moves starting to fire up. We wouldn't have front ran it, but it looked epic. So just being able to see where these setups are and kind of how they move it's a very, very kind of like good indication of like, okay, this is probably how you want to be looking at the market. Not all this like other, you indicate, ooh, that could be fun. Yeah, a lot of things are losing it here, guys. I mean, the market doesn't look bad. Like, ES looks okay. I think Bitcoin actually looks decent. I haven't looked at it, though, in a little bit. Interesting that Bitcoin's up 1.5% today with ES down and drilling. Where's Coin? Is Coin moving up? Okay, I would actually look at Coin here. So this was actually, I actually outlined this one for you guys too, just in the TikTok yesterday, in the Instagram video. Oh, I didn't post it on Instagram. I actually might post that on Instagram. That actually I might do. I might post, I gotta re-record it because like when you take it from TikTok to Instagram, when you download it, it like lags for some reason. But like this is like another really, really good setup here. Like this was disgusting. Elf, 186% on Dave's BTU. Yep, that's a good one. Let's see here. Elf, let's take a look. Elf garbage. This is moving down. This is not a good setup. if you were to put a you know what to my head and say you have to take a trade on this one, it would be a short, not a long. Not a good looking chart here. Yeah, Dave put target in there. Is that at 67? 87. I was gonna say, geez, target. It looks like the market could lose it here. But again, like, if we see the setup starting to fire, I mean, you guys saw Lockheed today. Like, you guys could all be completely done for this week, too. You had 1,000% Apple. What else? ASTS was 500%. What the Lockheed was 500%. You're done. You just wait now if you want to. There might be some more setups coming into the end of this week. But those of you guys that are hopping into LTMP, take this time to actually learn what we're doing. And then you'll be able to come nail these with us when they fire, which is going to happen. EH? E-hang? No, not a setup. Unless I'm looking at a different, the wrong chart. Yeah, Dave, I like that GIS. That's really close. Where's the 55? Yeah, but how's the chain? That's the issue I have with this. How's the chain? It could be fine. Like, the chain on this could be completely fine. And it's not bad, actually. I really don't hate that. I love that as a basin break. Core weave dip buy. Yanni, when have I ever talked about a dip buy ever? Don't buy dips. Buy bases. There you go. It's also not dipping. This is like kind of setting up again. I don't think I've nailed a Dave ticker in a while, but I do like them. I love it. I love GIS. That's a nasty looking chart. Fast? Let me take a look at fast. I've seen this chart a bunch. Okay, so this is an interesting one. This is how you want the bases to look, just deeper. Like this, I would wait for it to set up above, like a normal setup above 48.36. It's just not enough of a... Like, this looks like Palantir, remember? And you guys saw what happened with Palantir, see? Where, like, you had, kind of, this is more of a shoe versus a curl. But, like, you had the initial break, it had a little bit of noise, then moved up, now you're setting up again. Am I back on the AMC train? I'm trolling, dude. Look. It's a, let me see where it is now. All right, going into today, it was an interesting setup, but now it's not. GME looks pretty good here, too. We'll see what happens with them, but after everything that I talk about all the time, do you really think I'm going to be, like, doing that? No. I think anybody at this point, this is going to sound really harsh, but it's a very, like, just a truth about the market that I think people, a lot of you guys have realized, is you've made this transition, but a lot of people haven't, and that was showcased perfectly by my GME troll tweet earlier this week. If these people are out here still willy-nilly and saying that these stocks are going to go up to absolutely crazy numbers after I have shown them that they can generate the types of results that they're looking for, just operating very simply with LTMP, quite honestly, they should quit the market and they don't really deserve to make any money. Like, see, after everything that's happened, like, really? That's, like, they're operating way too far on the left side of the bell curve. And it sounds harsh, and you'd be like, you're being mean. And it's like, well, I'm just being realistic, you know? It's just like, do you really think that a person with that type of thought process and methodology is ever going to make money in the market? I don't. That's why all of you guys that have transitioned from day trading to swing trading and done all of the things that I've outlined for you guys over the last couple of years here have been able to have so much success, because you're operating in the market with a skill set and the tools that are just proven to work. You're focusing on the things that are proven to work and not the things that are proven not to work. You know? Like, everybody can do this. It is not difficult. Like, that's why I sit here and do these streams with you guys. Even I'm not monetized. I'm not making any money on these streams from YouTube. Nothing. I'm the only person that you guys know that's demonetized for talking about how many 10x trades they give out. Can I make money in the ankle picks market? Oh, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. It's an untapped market. But you're going to have to compete with me. Ankle King. Is that really what you want to do? You want to compete with the original ankle guy over here? It's going to be tough. Be careful saying tools on YouTube. It causes massive volatility sometimes. Fair enough. I love how GIS looks here. First target on the break. What's this high? Let's be exact. 54.18. Send it. But yeah, remember, prices are going up for LTMP next week. They are going up every single month. But the rate that you join at is the rate that you are locked in at. It will never go up on you. And I'm giving you guys a little bit of a gift today too. Get 50% off your first month with code September. I shouldn't even be doing that, but I'm feeling nice. There you go. If you miss it, I don't know what you're doing. There's been 21 10x trades in the last 2 months with like 10 of them in the last 2 weeks. What are you waiting for? I'm just going to keep doing it. Ankle fight? Dude, I would win in an ankle fight, man. This is, you see my ankles. You guys know, it's hilarious that there's probably new people in here right now. They're like, why are they talking about this dude's feet? I feel good today too. I was just like, guys, I was super run down yesterday. I felt it this weekend too. Like, I slept in a couple days and I was like, I still feel tired. I'm good now though. Took a nap yesterday and I was good. Leg kicks? You don't want me leg kicking you. That's for sure. I love this chart, man. This is one, so this is actually one that we've been like kind of hunting for like the last few weeks. I've talked to Dave about this one. I was like, I'm not touching this until earnings. Until after earnings. Oh my God. You heard ankles in the other room, you came running? Fair enough, man. Well, no, the ankle threshold on the stream, guys, is 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes on the stream gets you ankles. So we have a 200 like goal on the stream, but 1,000 likes is what gets you ankles. It's crazy too. Like, the amount of crazy trades that I hand out to you guys for free and everything, like, these streams should go way crazier. I think I'm going to start changing the titles to them and just go after more of like the trading audience too. So like the net tomorrow or like Friday, public live day, I'll probably start doing it. I just got to come up with what the title's going to be. But we'll see. We got a little bit while left in the stream. We're going to have some fun. We got some slackers on the like button too. I see how it is. William, awesome, man. I love seeing your guys' success stories. My favorite ones are the ones around like seeing the messages from you guys around the holidays with all the gifts you're buying everybody. That's just awesome. I love that stuff. I just start making more YouTube videos. I'm just so busy. After next week, I'll probably start doing that again. More YouTube videos. BBAI, we already talked about, Yanni. You're going back to the tickers that you were talking about before that have already moved. Don't look at those. They are irrelevant. What's a gap up lately that we've sold? Tesla? Yeah, Tesla. This one, this breakout on Tesla. This was another 1,000%er. This was one of the 20 on the breakout from like 358.80. So it was last Monday. You got the big gap up on Tesla here. So our other target was like 420 and we gapped above it. That was awesome. Then anybody in it still could have just held for free and just ran to these other targets, which was this right here, 440. Apple was another one. This one. But this gapped and ran. So like you gapped in basically, so the Apple one right here, one of the 1,000%ers. Have we had more than one 10x trade this week? Oh, we did. TSM. Yeah, so we've had 2 10x trades this week too. So this one, again, that was the Friday break, right? Yeah, Friday breaks to the upside. Monday, you gap up, you run. So this one was, you still had the target here at 250. So you run into that, you can take profits there. That was another 10xer, and then you can hold for free and wait for that 260. So those are 2 that we sold recently. But Apple was a little different because you could have sold it at open. You also could have waited for that level, and I think a lot of you guys did. That's where the big 1,300% gains came from. I don't think you guys realize how ridiculous that it is and how like rare it is that I'm able to sit here every single week and just be like, look, here's another 10xer. Here's another one. Here's another one. A lot of you guys are spoiled. I've spoiled all of you. It's good though. You guys deserve to be spoiled in LTMP. It's what it's there for. Apple. Yeah, that's the second one I talked about. Apple. I love this. This could be filthy. Like, really filthy. You're like DJ Khaled? I am like DJ Khaled. Another one. So, again, prices are going up next week. Lock in the lower rate before then. Get 50% off your first month with code September. Figure it out. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep showing you guys the best results in the market. Yeah, I see what you're looking at on MCD. We talked about that one. It's just not. I'd rather wait for the setup off of the hook. Market at the lows, I think. Yeah, just still bleeding. Just bleeding out. I'd love for you to do a stock screener stream for the private community so we can sit and talk through the charts. I don't want to do that. Here's why. I go quick. And I just go, boom, here it is, boom, here it is. Like, and I showed you guys in the stream yesterday how I do it. I'm just scrolling. So, like, it would take hours if I sat there. I was like, here's why this chart's not good. Because the only thing that you're looking for is really the charts that are good, which are very simple to spot. And basically, Bardistas, that's kind of what we do a lot of the time in the streams too, but we're just crowdsourcing them, and I'm not just like scrolling, you know? Like a lot of things, guys, like that, it's like, we don't have to do that, you know? It's like, think about all of the setups that there are and everything that we're doing here. It's like, we don't have to do any of that. You got the watch list, you got the crowdsourced moves, you got the alerts from the stream, done. You know, you don't have to sit here and watch me scroll through charts for an hour, you know? I'll just be sitting here silent and just being like, tick, 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 there's one. Oh, I like that one. Maybe. It's just like, we don't have to do that. There's like, because it's just going to confuse, like, no need. You know, there's no need. Yeah, so I actually might look for some cryptos. Because you might see some good setups starting to form. Do you think Open is done? Open is like garbage. Yeah, Open's, yeah, dude. I just like, Open is a prime example of why retail traders just like hate making money. They hate it. You know? Like, the problem with Open, here's the problem that I see with this. Like, guys, I gave this to you at 265. But like I was saying before in the stream, it's like nobody cares about when I outline something like an Open at 265. They only start to care about it when it's at 9. But that's not the time to buy it. You know? So, like, I bet there's so many people in here. Like, the volume on this day, guys, was what? 1 billion shares? Do you know how many people are going to be rug pulled on this? Like, I just, like, there are certain things and certain names that you just want to stay away from. Like, unless I'm outlining it and it's, like, a good chart setup, don't listen to the, like, Eric Jackson is a moron. I just, like, the dude is literally was standing outside of Drake's house. He wasn't actually trying to get him to buy 1 share of Open. What he was doing is he was trying to get enough views on a video so that all of the other lemmings out there on the internet were just going to start buying his bags. That's an embarrassment to the finance community, and it is morally and ethically wrong. It is wrong to do that. Like, like, even if you look at what was the other one, Better? What's that doing right now? Yeah, it pumped. Cool. But unless you were in it before, buying it up here is crazy. It's like the same thing that we talk about with like BM&R. Where like, unless you were catching it right away, which nobody was, there are so many people sitting at massive losses in these things. Like these popular names, guys, like just, I don't know why everybody loves the okay, so here, this is where it comes back to what I talk about all the time. It's like everybody is looking for the same outcome. But I show you every single day that the outcome that you want is very possible if you just start looking at the market in a slightly different way. The LTMP methodology, it's very simple. So when I see people doing things like this, it makes my blood boil because I'm like, you guys all have so much potential to be making money in the market and you're just throwing it away. Because think about all of the money that they're losing on these trades that could have been used for these epic setups that I hand out in LTMP. There's 20-something of these multi-1,000% trades that I've given out in the last 2 months. Imagine if all of these people just did that versus chasing around garbage, you know? It's like, I don't sit here and be like, oh, you should do this because of... No. I'd say it because it's better. It is irrefutably a better way to be operating in the market, and there's money involved. Like, everybody has their hard-earned money in a lot of these names, and people just come over and they just throw it away. I don't know why they love throwing their money away. I do know why, because they're like, oh, because it really comes from an area of like, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm going to go into the hype thing because if everybody's talking about it, it's probably good. No, when everybody's talking about something, guys, it almost every single time it's bad. That's why like finding stocks that are about to explode the way that we do is just, it's the best way to operate in the market. Think about the LMT trade that Catch Me If You Can was able to nail today. He made what? $15,250 on that trade. Now imagine if instead of that, so he's up 15 grand. Imagine instead of that, he was just like, oh, look, open is up a bunch of money, a bunch in the last month. I'm just going to buy it at 10. Not only would he not have been up the money that he's up on LMT, but now he's like, there's like a $30,000 gap. You know? It's like every single one of you guys can do this. It is not, again, like I say to you guys all the time, the hitting the big trades is not the hard part. It's getting yourselves away from doing all the nonsense in the market and operating in a way that is just guaranteed to have you at a negative expected value over the long run, you know? So I'm going to keep sitting here helping everybody, making sure that everybody that wants to pay attention and listen is going to have the tools and the skills that they need to have long-term success, which I think a lot of you guys are ready for that too. You've had enough of the nonsense. You're like, all right, it's time. You can see it in LTMP. Everybody's like, there are some of you guys that still need to make the shift, and some of you make my brain bleed sometimes. But for the most part, that's why the group is so great, because everybody is like making that shift and working towards getting to a place in the market where they're not doing those things. Trust in Tom Lee. You shouldn't be trusting any random people, guys. Even me. Like that's why I tell you guys all the time. It's like, just watch the video. The videos are what's important. The strategy, the execution. There's GIS. There's GIS. So, all right, guys. It is 11:45. We are going to be wrapping it up for today. Remember, the prices for LTMP go up next week. If you join before then, you get to lock in the lower rate, which means the price you join at is the price that you are locked in at. It never goes up on you. And I'm giving you guys a little bit of a gift. Use code September. Get 50% off your first month. We'd love to have you in there. It's an awesome group. Congratulations on all the games from today, guys, too. Like, even the Riot one that I think is fading, that was still an epic one from this morning. I saw like 180% gains. The 15K on Lockheed, congratulations. That's awesome. We'll see what happens with GIS here. This could actually be a very, very, very fun one. How do you do your paid members program? I can talk about it a little bit right now before we leave, but like, so when you join, you get access to both full-length educational course curriculum series. So it's like the Day Trading Mastery course and the Swing Kings course. The Swing Kings course is 99% of what we do. Once you go through those videos, it'll make everything else that we do make a lot more sense. So then you guys get the full watch list of stocks that are about to explode before they do. When crypto sets up, I do give you those as well. It's going to happen a lot less frequently. Then you guys get the daily private live streams. So I'm going through the market, all of the different potential trade setups that I like, and just helping you guys through so that you guys have a resource to come to and be like, okay, this is what we're looking for today, and answering all of your questions. That's the one thing I hear a lot too, where people are always like, oh, SCB, thank you so much for being in here all the time and answering our questions all the time. Like, I've been in other groups and they're never around. And I'm like, what? That's like the point. Like, I'm supposed to be here to be your guys' resource. But the pre-market plans also break everything down too. You guys get the macro research reports, which there haven't been a whole lot of recently, just because like there hasn't been anything that I see on the macro front that's like, all right, we got to pay attention to this. The single stock research reports are great. Again, those like between 5 and 10 really A+ high quality mid to long-term investment ideas every single year. That's where like Sofi, Palantir, all of those are coming from. So Discord schedule. Yeah. Every day at 9:15, I'm live with you guys in there. And then every day at 10:30, I'm live publicly here. When you add the $ sign in front of the ticker? What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, guys. So, again, you guys have the link to LTMP. Hop in there before it's too late and the prices go up. GIS is moving here. There we go. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be hanging out with you guys in LTMP. It's about to be lunchtime for me. They got to come in and freaking cut out my ceiling today because some actual intellectual specimen decided to leave the sink on above me. It's really, really high IQ behavior over there. But, all right. So, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.